Hello, I am David, and this is Alan, and this is the podcast system.
I'd like to start off saying I didn't know sodomy was butt sex. That's not offensive, alright? Anyway, I thought it was just sex, or premarital sex. I'm just saying.
Classy shit here at the podcast system. Oh my god.
David, I want to start off with the real questions, political stuff, you know. Does your penis invert?
No, it does not. Okay.
It doesn't?
What the fuck?
Am I the only one?
Are we talking about like the same
I'm a grower,
thing?
not a shower, people. Anyway.
What are you talking about?
Like, you know, turtle shells.
No.
It's like, ooh, spooky.
Mine
Goes in.
hasn't done that since I was like 4.
Your point being?
Oh god. Oh.
Moving on.
Gee.
I'm Alan, by the way.
Yeah.
Because he said my name, but I was expecting to be like, hi, I'm Alan.
Oh, that is bullshit.
I like walks on the beach.
Like walks on the beach.
Pina coladas. And sodomy. Classy shit. This podcast brought to you by Mountain Dew, Baja Blast. Available now at Taco Bell.
Aren't they doing like a thing? People are really gonna think we're like actually like paid.
No,
now.
we're not paid by Taco Bell.
Because I was about to bring up like, are they putting like Baja Blast on like shelves now?
Stuff like that, I think.
Yeah, I think I heard.
No, they did that over the summer.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
Oh, they took it away.
I think it was just over the summer at like gas stations. It wasn't even at Walmart.
Why the fuck would they put it in gas stations?
Because you gotta get hyped.
Get hyped. Yeah, you know the dude.
Gas stations are the backbone of our economy.
I mean,
I'm W.
You're W.
W.
So where do you want to invade next, W?
What are we doing? Invade?
Invade, yeah. What innocent Middle Eastern country do you want to torment and say they have weapons?
America.
You heard it here first. George W. Bush, our ex-president.
Ex-president?
Officially,
We broke up with him?
Officially declares war
He's former.
on America.
He's former president.
Former.
You don't say ex-president.
Why?
What, did the U.S. break up with him?
It was very sad.
It was
There were a lot of
mutual.
tears.
It was mutual.
Yeah, it was mutual. Like,
It wasn't working out. We all knew it.
just W didn't give good head.
It's W.
W.
We gotta get rid of the Al-Qaedas and the Talibans.
Back when like Conan first appeared on TBS, I don't really watch his show, but I did see this clip, and
Do you mean when he resurged? Or when he was originally...
when he went on TBS, which...
I thought he was always on.
No, he wasn't always on. He was on.
What
like
was his
NBC.
show on?
He was on like NBC or something.
Okay, I didn't know if his show was on TBS first.
Yeah,
and
no,
then...
and then Jay Leno came and fucked him over.
Oh.
But, and now Jay Leno's gone, so it's like...
Well, he retired.
I thought he got... Actually...
He was busy eating out. Dude, I bet getting eaten out by Jay Leno is like... He has a giant chin, you know? Like, I wonder if it's like a bulldozer or like a steamroller. Steamroller. No, pussy.
God. Any ladies who...
Ladies, come on down. Jay Leno's chin is waiting.
I was gonna ask if that description was accurate, but about the steamroller. But I'm guessing that you had a different thing in mind.
I'm sorry, what?
You were like, oh, I bet Jay Leno's head is like a steamroller. And
His chin.
Excuse me. Oh, but
It's
like
a very defined chin.
well, yeah. But I was gonna ask like ladies who've gotten like.
You don't know any ladies, David. You heard it here first. David has autism.
Oh God.
Moving on from Jay Leno sex jokes. Anyway, what do you want to talk about?
I'm sorry, autism's not a thing we should joke about.
All right, edit it if you dare.
I don't care. So, about our opening, a lot of people may recognize that song from Ren and Stimpy, and think some older episodes of SpongeBob used it.
Well, earlier. Oh, wait, no, never mind. Older and earlier are the same thing. Sorry, folks. I was just trying to define.
What?
I had a stroke, alright? Stop. Anyway, Ren and Stimpy is pretty cool, David, isn't it?
What?
What?
Ren and Stimpy is cool? What did you say?
Yeah, that's what I said.
I'm sorry, I got bad ears. Yeah,
among other things.
That show is really awesome. It's probably like my favorite cartoon ever.
I'm gonna put earlier South Parks. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
South Park's still good, but I just think it got a little formulaic.
Yeah, South Park's goes for shock value a little too much, if you ask me.
I mean, now it's like, it's really formulaic with its shock value.
Yeah.
And it's based on, like, political satire stuff. It's still really good. I really love it.
Oh, yeah, no, I still watch it, but
But I mean, like, it's become, like, sort of like, fill in the blank.
Yeah, you can usually always tell like what they're going to do.
Cartman's going to be racist. Stan and Kyle are going to try and stop him, and Kenny will die.
Yeah,
that is how the world works.
Brought to you by Comedy Central.
Comedy Central.
Yeah.
Watch us, or don't.
Watch.
They do pretty well.
Comedy Central. Yeah, well, they lost. Colbert, and they've just lost Jon Stewart, too.
Colbert's moving on. Jon Stewart, he's been there since 99.
Yeah, oh, God.
90.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I think it was like there was one host before Jon Stewart.
Yeah, there was.
I don't know who his name was, but Jon Stewart really made The Daily Show like a big title.
Oh, yeah, well, from what I've heard, I haven't actually seen the guy who did it before, but from what I've heard, like, Jon Stewart's like really like political. Like you can like you kind of get like the news from him, but like
Jon Stewart, it's still humorous, but you actually like get some breaking stuff. Colbert, it's more on the satire side.
Yeah.
At least that's my view.
Oh yeah, totally. No,
especially like he'll have interviews with characters.
Yeah.
Over interviews with actual. And I mean, yeah, The Daily Show, it also has its fake reports or whatever, like where they're satirical on like actual things happening. But I mean, he also like goes on actual news stuff. Colbert does that too, but I find it's more like, you know, jokish with him. I love them both.
Yeah.
I love them
both.
both.
Yeah, me too.
They were both amazing shows.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss both of them, but
no, yeah. Is Jon Stewart gone yet?
He's on his way.
I know he's on it. I know he was on his way. I watched Colbert's final episode. I'm pretty sure
that final episode was insane. I'm sure it was definitely like you.
No, wait, that was the Smog episode. Did you see the Smog episode? They actually had CG rendered Smog break through a wall.
Really?
Yeah, and then he interviewed him.
Oh wow,
that was one of the final episodes. Like, it was on, like, the last 2 weeks.
Oh, man.
It was really funny.
I'm gonna miss that show.
No, yeah.
But, yeah, Ren and Stimpy, that's one of those shows that, like, really fucking funny. And, like...
It is.
Really good art style. I love it.
Very original.
Yeah. You don't see, like, Nickelodeon and shit putting out good stuff anymore.
It's very formulaic.
Yeah.
They're moving on. They're only keeping the cash cow... The animated series.
Yeah.
They'll have a couple out every once in a while, and that's just It's not funny. It doesn't have original humor. SpongeBob's still there somewhat.
Oh god,
like it's not a regular outgo. Like, it'll have specials or whatever, or it'll have a couple episodes every once in a while. It's not a regular series. At least that's what I know.
God, that show's gone. Like
it's gone
that
to hell.
that show. Like, if they had just stopped after the movie.
The movie was amazing.
I love the movie.
I love the movie.
Not the first movie.
Not the new one. The movie.
For the love of God.
For the love of God. Not the first. But the first one was amazing. And honestly, that's when the show, it had reached its peak, honestly.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Definitely reached its peak.
If they had stopped there, which they totally could have, and they
could have stopped there, had a much better ending. Better, die a hero before you become the villain.
Exactly. Like, it would be my favorite, like, cartoon series had it not. I mean,
no, yeah, there would be no flack on it. Well, I mean, there's still going to be flack. Parents found him annoying and everything. But honestly,
parents also like anti like gay assholes like thought that
conservatives, yeah,
they were thought that like SpongeBob was
Republican faggots. Anyway, but I'm just saying that
let's not make too much of a political statement.
I'm just saying,
yeah.
Hillary Clinton is a whore.
There you go. Way to cancel it out. That's actually like the most I'll say about like political stuff is I really don't think like either extreme is like good. I mean, I think liberal and conservative extremists
I'm just
are
saying,
just fucking this country
I want a place that'll allow me to marry the guy who's shoving it up my butt while I'm smoking pot. That's all I'm saying. I don't condone the use of weed illegally.
Yeah, only legal.
Only legal or medicinal.
Medicinal. For people with glaucoma.
That glaucoma is real, man. My father, he had glaucoma.
I'm sorry.
Then he hit the joint. No, he doesn't. That's how it works. Anyway, SpongeBob sucks. And as I was saying before, like, about it being formulaic somewhat now.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's like, ha, laugh, laugh, laugh. Oh, laugh, you know, I don't know. Fuck. But, like, they just beating a dead horse with that one. Fairly Odd Parents beating a dead horse with that one.
That's still around?
Yeah, now they have a talking dog along with the
that's
fairy
right.
baby.
I heard about the dog.
I haven't seen a single episode with the dog. Like, I even watched some of the episodes when Poof the baby,
baby.
Poof. But when it was on there, I was like, all right, it's been dying for a long time. This is another nail in the coffin, but it's still you know.
Well,
I'll
I'd say
watch
that
it.
show's aged better than SpongeBob.
It's definitely aged better than SpongeBob's because they're still making like episodes a lot.
Yeah,
but
well, it's not even that. I just think the quality of like the newer Fairly Odd Parents stuff still stays kind of true.
Have you seen
original.
the stuff with the dog?
I haven't seen the dog, but
That's
seen
the
like,
newer stuff. And honestly, from what like I have a Tumblr, you know, and I
see Tumblr. Alan just gave me this like what the this look like
you
what the
don't?
Yeah, he's like what the fuck is your problem? Like why is that funny? It's like
but no, like honestly, don't. It sucks. But I have nothing better to do. But I've seen gift sets of some of the stuff with the dog, and I just find it utterly like just bad. It's not funny. I haven't seen a single funny thing with the dog. Like, it did a dog thing.
Oh yeah, dog humor. I love dogs, but I mean they've really like I mean. Just, if you want to do dog jokes, like, don't. They're so overdone.
Hey, give me a bone.
Yeah, I know.
He's a dog.
You just clip the mic. You're, like, so fucking bad.
You hurt my feelings, David.
Oh, God.
But, have you seen anything about Dog with a Blog?
What the fuck?
Have you heard of that?
What the...
You haven't heard of it?
What's
it's a Disney show.
I don't watch fucking Disney.
Well, I haven't seen
actually, to be fair, I actually don't really watch like
kid shows.
Yeah,
kid channels. I haven't watched it in forever, but I mean, like, I'm just saying I heard of it.
Yeah, I've kind of like.
I haven't watched Disney forever.
Really, I never really was into Disney, even as a kid.
I was into like. I mean, I only had like the 24 channel thing, like basic cable thing. They didn't have anything besides on Saturdays, like on CW or something, or on Fox. They'll have like some That's So Raven and whatever. And I actually like that. But like That's So Raven, Kim Possible, the cartoons, you know, and then we finally got like actual cable.
Yeah.
After Katrina, they accidentally hooked up cable to our house, and we told them, and they're like, "Oh, we'll change it next year." And then it was like 3 years later. It took 3 years for them to finally disconnect it. So we just had free extra cable.
Free cable.
Yeah, for 3 years. Or at least, like, we were only paying for the basic.
Jeez.
But, the thing was...
So did you eventually tell them, or did they figure it out?
No, we told them immediately, because my mom's, like, she's a good Christian lady. But, she won't lie because she'll be scared like we'll get caught or something. And I was like, no, don't tell them, they'll take it away.
Yeah.
But she did. And literally, they let us keep it for 3 years.
That's awesome.
Until like we had to start paying, and she. By then, we were better off than we were before.
Yeah.
So we were like, all right, we'll pay. Like it's we've gotten 3 years of free cable. That's better than we could have hoped for. But yeah.
But actually, the reason why I didn't get into Disney Channel is actually from like a similar reason. But I lived in New Jersey for a while, and I guess
Joyzy,
yeah,
Joyzy,
and we had a pretty basic cable plan too. But basically, I'm guessing the New Jersey one's different than it was here, because what had happened was like we got a whole bunch of channels, and we got Cartoon Network and we got Nickelodeon, but we didn't get Disney Channel.
Yeah.
So
you just had like all that other.
Yeah. So like
dude, you weren't missing out on
yeah.
much.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. Like I remember,
all the good stuff was on Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
Really.
Oh, fucking Cat Dog.
Cat Dog was. That was like my favorite show.
Angry Beavers.
I didn't actually see that one.
Really, I loved Angry Beavers. Rocko's Modern Life.
Rocko's was good.
What else was on there? Invader Zim.
Invader Zim, I actually didn't get into.
Really?
Really.
Oh, I love
Invader Zim.
Zim.
I didn't start watching it.
Actually,
I had Netflix.
Oh, okay.
When they had it on Netflix, and I was too old by then. I was like, you have to get into it when you were young to actually still be into it.
Don't say that on the internet. People like worship.
Are you a weeaboo? Weeaboo? Is that it?
That's for That's for people into like anime and shit.
I'm just saying, they're like honestly doppelgangers to me. People who like worship Invader Zim and weeaboos or whatever they're called.
Yeah, weeaboos.
Weeaboos. Like, honestly, both of them dress up at the same, like, either, I don't, moving on before I get lynched. I'm just saying, I just never got into it. What was there? What was the one I was gonna say? What was that one? It was like some, like, surfer skateboard kids.
Oh, yeah, I remember that show.
What was that called?
It was like
something with an R.
It was Power something, right? Power. We have the internet.
The internet. All right, I'll entertain. Do you hear the one about 9/11?
Whoa! Tread carefully there.
You are so fake, David. You make me sick.
Fake.
You're a fake person. That's it. This podcast is over. I'm out.
You're out.
I'm out at 5,000.
Hold on. What's a Nickelodeon show?
Oh my god.
With Nickelodeon Skate with Cat? What?
No, it's
with skateboarders.
Yeah, it's something with an R, isn't it?
I thought it was Power something like
Power
Rider.
No,
Rocket Power.
Knew it. Rocket
you're
Power.
right.
I was closer.
Rocket Power.
You were right in some retarded form. I don't use the retarded word as much as like I never really used it a lot, but I started using it a lot more.
Yeah, I tried.
Honestly,
I try not to.
I try hard not to, but like you're a bad influence. I use it the most when I'm around you.
Why?
I don't know.
Maybe
there's a certain reason.
You're a fucking piece of shit. You know that, Alan.
I'm sorry, it's just your eyes. They're spread apart and glassy half the time.
And the funny thing is, people are gonna like actually not be sure because it's an audio show.
Am I lying?
Yeah, it's like, is he true?
No, if anybody looks like they have Down syndrome, it's me. I can.
Oh God, Alan. Oh Lord.
Why,
dude?
Okay,
dude. We've gone too far. I don't want to.
You know that Family Guy episode where
Chris
asks out the chick with Down syndrome?
Yes.
I love that song, actually. It may be offensive, but like I just love the song.
That is such a good song.
It was a really good song.
Yeah, that
like,
actually was.
Not
Seth MacFarlane.
Not good as in moral, but good as in like
music, that whole show.
Value. That's the whole entire show is shock value.
Yeah, I really want to hate Family Guy.
I want to hate it, but I'll watch it. Anyway,
I want to hate it. But
I want to hate it so much.
I just can't help but watch the thing. I do like
the newest season.
I do like American Dad though. Like, and I'm not gonna like.
I like some of its episodes, but I just never got into it.
Yeah, well, it just doesn't. It doesn't do the cutaways. That's what I hate so much about Family Guy. It's like all the freaking cutaways that it does.
Cutaways?
They're so obnoxious to me.
They think that that's the source of their humor.
But it's not.
It isn't. Like, I mean, if they did an episode with no cutaways, or like at least take off half the cutaways, they'd still have a pretty good show.
I'd say they'd have a better show because, like, a lot of the cutaways, it could just be the era I'm from. I mean, they make a lot of like '80s references, and like I was born in the '90s, so it's kind of like
late '90s people.
Yeah, late '90s.
We're not '90s kids.
We're not. Count. Yeah, but like
unless my diaper said otherwise. How long do we wear diapers? How long is that normal? I'm just wondering.
I want justification.
No, I had a normal.
Just like, oh, what's a normal year? I should have said like 10. It's like 10. That's when I stopped wearing diapers.
It was 15.
15.
I don't know, but what were we talking? A Family Guy.
Family Guy, yeah, and they're like cutaway shittiness.
Like when
I do
actually
like
when
fights, though.
The chicken fights are pretty funny. The Simpsons crossover though, that wasn't that good.
I saw the end of it and it was just bad.
The thing is, The Simpsons may be bad, but like really, it wasn't really a crossover episode. It was a Family Guy episode featuring The Simpsons.
Pretty much. Well,
because like it was completely out of the Simpsons writers' character. Like the Simpsons writers have a certain style, even though it's crappy now. But I'm just saying they did some stuff that went really far over to the Family Guy side, like during a car wash scene where they were like, it was like extremely sexual.
That. Yeah,
and I have nothing wrong with that. I'm the most open person or anything. But I'm just saying, seeing Homer Simpson rub his ass against the window and like trying to be sexy, like honestly, I was like, this seems completely written by Family Guy writers, and even
freaking Seth MacFarlane's so convinced that he's like
funny.
He's Matt Groening's like freaking prodigy or whatever. That he's just as legendary, and I mean, I guess
he's somewhat legendary.
Well, he is, but he's. But
I mean, like he's giving himself too much credit.
Yeah, and he's not. I don't think he's going to have the same historical impact because The Simpsons was the first like adult animated cartoon. Family Guy's just sort of picking up after.
You know something funny I heard?
What?
It was on like this South Park facts video. After you know the Family Guy episode where they were saying like where Muhammad was on Family Guy, in South Park.
Yeah,
and they were afraid war was going to erupt.
Yeah, and they censored it.
And they kept on trying to censor Family Guy or take Family Guy off the air.
Yeah.
Cartman. The Simpsons crew loved it so much they sent South Park people flowers for the episode because they made fun of Family Guy so much.
Oh, jeez.
Because that was when it was still rough between them. You know, for like they basically just ripped off Simpsons with their formula.
Oh yeah, totally.
They completely ripped it off.
Well, to be fair, Simpsons has gotten to the point. Simpsons used to be really
Simpsons
funny.
Was really funny. It was. I'm not saying that it just because they're not funny anymore. Like this was back when they were still a little bit funny. Not much.
They were. I used to get a chuckle out of them.
Horrible after the 10th season's even somewhat a stretch, but like honestly, I have 7th, 8th, and 9th season on DVD.
Really,
I love them. They're amazing. The earlier stuff's even.
I have season 2 on DVD. We should watch that.
We should. But I have 7, 8, and 9 on DVDs. I got over Christmas, and I love them, even though they're later. But honestly, the latest that I've seen started with 20th season. It was already bad, and it was just getting worse.
20s where season 20 is when that was when it tanked.
Old Yeller needs to be taken out to pasture.
Oh yeah,
Groening needs to shoot what he started.
And this is going to be a totally unoriginal thing. There's plenty of people on the internet who will tell you this, but it's fucking Lisa's the reason why.
Lisa is the reason,
because
or at least partial.
I'm not sure how much of it's that the writers are out of ideas and that they just realize they haven't done much with Lisa and it's lack of talent on their part, lack of energy. It's lack of energy on the part of the writers to write for like the character, or if it's just because Lisa's impossible to write for because she's fucking boring. And
it's because they wanted to have like they wanted to have a feminist, proactive hippie, again, just to appease certain masses. And honestly, she never really had that funny of parts. She was just there.
Well, she's the fucking straight man. That's the thing.
Straight man.
Yeah, that's like a comedy term for like the person who's normal to make the other people. So she's not supposed to have her own plot. That's why the character was there to make.
There was even a whole entire episode on how like she was afraid of becoming dumb, like Homer and Bart. That was on one of the seasons that I had. Like,
I've actually seen that.
You've seen that episode?
Yeah, I think so.
Like, and then their ending for that is that the Simpson illness is only in the male genes.
Oh,
so Bart is doomed to be a failure, and all the males are doomed to be idiots, but all the women turn out successful if they try. And I'm like, all right, that's just great.
I
love it.
Well, Grandpa's not like retarded, isn't he? Like he's
senile.
But he's like, if you look at like the flashback clips, like he's always like has.
He beat up JFK for saying a German language.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Another of those shows, and this is like a show you either absolutely love it or you absolutely hate it. King of the Hill.
All I've seen of that, like, is me waking up at 3 a.m. with Adult Swim on, and then it's just like, God damn it, Bobby. And I'm just like, I don't know what's going on. I'm just like, propane. And I'm like, I gotta turn off the TV. I'm tired. I'm like, what is that? What goes on Adult Swim at 3 a.m.? I want to go to bed.
Yeah, it's definitely, you have to get into it, is the thing with King of the Hill, because when you if you just like start with it, it's like, you're just like, what the fuck is this? It's fucking boring, but once you start like getting its humor, it's really funny.
The only part I remember is like a hippie looking guy handed Hank he thought it was a cigarette, and Hank smoked it. He's like, what is this?
Oh yeah.
And he's like,
this was clearly
marijuana. He's like, oh my god, I broke the law.
It's like he won't like there's like someone was murdered out back.
The chick that wanted to have sex with him got murdered behind the restaurant.
Yeah,
and now he had evidence there because he was trying to flush like the marijuana down the toilet because he was freaking out.
Yeah, and he was freaking out talking to the cop,
and he thought that he was like
too high to drive. He had one hit.
Yeah, and he had one hit. God, that's awful. I mean, it's funny. It's funny.
I don't smoke weed, so I don't know if like. But I'm guessing one hit's probably not that much.
It's not from what I've heard. Not from what I've heard, David. I don't smoke the marijuana.
Okay.
As long as it's illegal, I don't think it's worth going to jail over.
Yeah, same here.
Legal, sure, have at it. But honestly, I won't do it until it's legal because I'm a square.
I'm a square. Yeah, I'm pretty much in the same boat.
Like, honestly, I have no problem with it. Especially medical use. Medical use is completely fine.
Oh, yeah, totally. Like, I mean, do whatever you want.
I'm gonna kick your ass, David.
What?
Nothing. Anyway. So, yeah, Simpsons suck. Family Guy, I want to hate, but I can't.
And that's Family Guy. I want to hate it, but I can't.
Honestly, I want to hate it. I want
Me too. Oh,
everyone's
totally.
like, "Oh, it's a horrible racist show," and I'm like, "Yeah,
I love it though.
I love it. Though. I can't hate it." I
feel like if we do get any fans from this, we're gonna have the same they're gonna have the same sentiments. Like, I want to hate you guys so much.
Like, y'all are great. No, we suck. Anyway, did you see the Grimm episode of Family Guy?
The what?
The Grimm Tales or whatever, Grimm.
Oh,
how they have Grimm fairy tales.
Yeah.
Did you see that episode? Because it sucked.
Yeah.
Honestly, this was the first episode I ever truly hated.
What about the one where Brian died? What about that one?
Oh yeah.
Tread carefully.
Whatever
you say.
You know what happened? You know what happened? They only had one episode where
he was
where the Italian dog, the Guido dog was freaking in it. And you know why? Because they were testing if they were going to get better ratings for killing off the asshole dog. Because literally, Brian they made him a dick. And so they wanted to see.
I like Brian, though.
He's a dick, though.
Well, yeah, he's a dick. That's why I love his character.
I don't. I mean, like, he can be funny as a dick, but honestly, half the time I'm like, ugh. But,
It's well, actually, he's a dick, and that's why I like to see bad things happen to him.
Oh, okay.
Like the one where he has like
for money.
That one, and there's the one where he what was it? Like he wins like the Special Writers Association.
Oh, it's retarded.
And then it turns out to be like we're so little Jimmy is so happy that like yeah.
But I'm just saying that that they killed off Brian, and I'm sure they had 2 episode scripts ready, like for the next episode.
Oh yeah.
Like they had the script where they would bring Brian back, and then they had the script where they would keep Brian dead because they just wanted to see if the next episode got better ratings because of Brian being killed off.
I think
all of this is hearsay. Like I'm just saying my opinion.
What I think happened is I think they knew they were going to bring him back because at the time Brian actually like was that whole relationship he had with Stewie and all that was like
it's too close.
Yeah, and they were like it was.
I mean, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I love their relationship.
Yeah, but like
I'm just saying like it was too close of a relationship just to have him die off because like they had really good adventures. What are you going to do? And honestly, all the jokes with the Italian dog Vinny. Yeah, Vinny.
I didn't even remember his name.
They were racist.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
they were
totally.
just blatant racist and homophobic jokes. It wasn't even jokes. It was like half the time it was like, oh, yeah, we beat up this gay guy that used to live on my block, and then we turned to the interracial couple living next door, and I'm like, that's not even funny. Y'all are just like...
Yeah,
you're stereotyping, racist stereotyping.
Yeah, not to mention the dog looked like a piece of shit.
God, he was awful animation.
Oh Lord, that's why I think that they weren't planning to keep him. I think that they knew that there was going to be this backlash, and they were trying to get
they
like
made
press.
his head a triangle.
I mean, I didn't look that deep into it. I mean, you're the artist after all, but like. I just was like, this dog looks fucking stupid. Like,
dude, it was a horrible animation. His character was just horribly made. It was like in an anime, you know, where they're going to kill off the character. So, like, if a character's not going to be on screen for more than 5 seconds, they make it like vanilla as hell.
Yeah,
it's just
it's always like blatantly obvious.
It's blatantly obvious who's going to die or not be there in the next episode.
Yeah, it's just like. Hi, I'm Steve. I like the beach.
Let's move on!
Yeah, it's just like, oh God, Steve! Like they just need
Steve, he's dead!
It's like, I know you're not really into DBZ, but like,
yeah.
I always tell people like the reason why they brought Krillin to Namek, because the only reason he's there is for Frieza to blow his ass up and for Goku to get pissed and go Super Saiyan.
So it was just plot development.
It was just plot development, and I was like, Krillin was my best friend. It's like, you haven't had, like, more than a 5-second conversation with him since the original Dragon Ball.
It was a silent friendship.
Yeah, it's a silent friendship. Oh, jeez. Yeah, Krillin sucks.
Anyway, I don't even know enough about DBZ.
Yeah, well, it's not for everybody.
DBZ, more like DMV.
DMV. Oh God, I hate the DMV.
Don't even. Let's. Everyone hates the DMV.
Oh Jesus, that stupid like number system. I swear it doesn't matter what number you have. It's like it's always like. Whatever number I have always ends up being, even if it's like 2,
you know what?
You can guarantee that one's going to have like an 8-hour conversation.
But you know what happened? Like, you know in you've seen Beetlejuice, right?
It's been a long time.
Do you know like how when they're in a waiting room and they have the numbers?
Yeah.
Like he takes it at the very end and he's like, hey, I'm up next, and then he shrinks his head.
Oh, yeah.
Like, people are fighting over numbers sometimes in the like, somebody drops their ticket, somebody will grab it and, like, yes! And, honestly, like, somebody had left and they had thrown their ticket on the ground, like, or just dropped it before they left because they had no reason to, because they had been waiting. Because the day I went to take my license test, my permit test,
Yeah.
it was 2 or 3 hours I had to wait.
I had to wait, I think, 4.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, well, we got there late, too.
Yeah.
We got there, like,
But
the lunch rush.
Literally, like, 2 people dashed for it.
Really?
Because he was ahead of them, but he had to leave, and they dashed for it. But, like, they didn't fight, necessarily, but they dashed for it, and I was like, oh,
God.
let me take a step back. I'm just going to keep my number because I don't care.
When I got my license thing, a similar thing happened. Like, someone left and was just he's just like gave like the number to somebody else, like handed off, and I was just like, and that really like kind of pissed me off because that person came in after we did.
You're
so
cheating.
Like, you cheated.
You cheated me.
Cheater, pumpkin eater.
If you want to donate to the Autism Society,
no,
call 1-800.
Come on, dude.
David's a fag.
Oh, dude, come on. No homophobic shit.
Okay, when I use the word faggot, people, I use it as like a moral thing, like as in like no, like I say like you're a faggot as in like you're a dick.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
what if I call you a dick? Am I being cisgendered?
That's something I don't get. Like, I don't know. Like,
I'm just saying that if you have a female anatomy, you can consider yourself a man. You could associate yourself as a man. I believe that. If you feel like you're a male, that's great.
Just don't get mad at the people who are.
You have a female anatomy.
Like, don't like. I mean, you have to acknowledge at some point.
Sure, you can put it on the gender list, whatever you think. But I'm just saying, like, you have a female anatomy. You are, by dictionary terms, a female. But like, if you're going through a transition, that's fine.
Yeah,
if
totally.
you consider yourself a man, that's fine. I'll call you whatever pronoun you want or whatever name you want. I'm completely open to that.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, like, I don't like it when they say, like, when he gets his period. That was on Tumblr. It's like, oh, someone should have tampons for him when he gets his period. Like, and it was in a serious way. I'm paraphrasing. And I'm probably, like,
we're treading very dangerous waters. I'm totally, like, fine with that stuff. The only thing that bugs me is when, like, people who are, like, transgender or whatever start just assuming the worst of people who aren't. Like, they think that, like, nobody's... And to be fair, it's because, like, there are a lot of people who are assholes about it.
There are straight people that are dicks. There are straight people that are nice. There are gay people that are dicks. There are gay people that are nice. There are trans people that are dicks. There's trans people. It's like saying a soldier is, like, an amazing person. They can be dicks, but they're still, like even if there are heroes and they're proud and they're brave, I'm not saying that they're not heroes and they're not brave. I'm just saying they can still be a dick.
Exactly, yeah,
like,
totally.
It depends on a person's, just a person, how they are. It doesn't matter what you take part in or what you do. Like, for all I know, Thurgood Marshall could be a dick, but he still did amazing things.
Yeah,
the civil rights movement. I'm just saying that he could.
Why do you always have to bring it back to like the?
You know what? I'm not being racist. I'm being counter-racist anyway.
Okay.
Not racist.
No, we're not racist. Just putting that out there.
I'm just saying Kevin Hart's not funny. That's not a racist thing. That's because I don't like his humor. Anyway,
it's whenever you like turn it, like whenever you mention like a black comedian, is like, I'm just saying Kevin Hart's not funny. And it's like,
I like Chris Rock.
Like
I love Eddie Murphy.
Okay, there we go.
As long as he's not in Meet Dave.
Actually, Meet Dave was pretty bad.
All these minuscule aliens, and he's in love. But he has a wife. I don't even know if he had a wife or that chick was... I don't know.
That movie was not...
I didn't even see it through full. I couldn't. How could you?
I definitely couldn't. I saw like part of it on TV. I'm like, this is
exactly.
This is just awful.
It was probably on Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon. Really? You think they put?
I'm pretty sure it was on Nickelodeon at the time.
Nickelodeon takes anything.
They all do. They do all that stuff.
Do
you watch SVU, Law and Order, Special Victims?
No,
you don't. There's this one guy. He's not on there anymore. I think it's Chris Elliott or something. He was on this movie called The Gym Teacher, and it had Freddie.
I've seen
Freddie
that.
from iCarly.
I saw that movie.
He was on that. I couldn't even stomach watching it.
Wait, wasn't Steve Carell in that?
He could have been. I
think
wouldn't
Steve
know.
Carell was the gym teacher.
No, that was Chris Elliott, or whatever his name is from SVU. He was the gym teacher.
For sure?
For sure.
Okay.
I remember this because I was watching SVU and then I changed it to Nickelodeon. And I'm like, that's the same guy.
That movie was like years ago, right?
It was.
Because that was back when I still watched Nickelodeon.
It was at the beginning of iCarly. Because it had
that
Freddie
show
from
was
it.
such a...
It had Freddie from it and he was still young.
That was like the show that I think Nickelodeon
The only
started
good
to
character
tank.
from that one was Spencer, the brother.
Oh,
He was actually
vaguely.
he could be funny.
He was kind of funny, and all the other characters were really one note and like.
Yeah, they were.
Like,
Definitely.
That was I think that was the show when like that was when I started to be like Nick sucks now and like Cartoon Network's like a freaking drug trip now. Like no one knows what they're up to. It's just like all over the place.
Do you like Regular Show? Do you like
Oh,
Adventure Time?
I like Adventure Time. I used to like Regular Show. Regular Show, I think, has gone downhill.
I never got into either of them. Never.
Yeah, Adventure Time's one of those things that, like, I was actually super pumped for Adventure Time. I thought that they were making a big comeback, in a way they were, but I think Adventure Time actually got kind of better as time went on, sort of. Regular Show got way worse.
It did.
The new regular stuff, like we were talking about earlier, it's gotten really formulaic. Like, it's super...
How long have they been on?
Oh, who the fuck
A couple of
knows?
years? Several?
Has it only been a couple years?
Like, when do you remember first seeing it? 2012? 2013?
I want to say like 2011.
2011. Still not that long ago.
Yeah.
On the grand scale of things.
Yeah. It's too early for them to have, like, had the excuse, like, oh, we've been on forever, what do you expect?
Yeah.
I heard...
Like, definitely. Like,
Yeah.
I say, like, I don't know, 5-6 years. You can pump out some good stuff
Yeah,
for that long.
yeah.
As long as it's, like, not an actual, like, developing story show. Like,
Yeah, oh yeah.
those, if it doesn't have a story that it develops on, if it's a cartoon thing that like reboots every episode,
Yeah.
then like there's no excuse for you not to at least have 5 seasons where you can like actually pump out okay content.
Yeah, totally.
But if it's a developing story thing, then like it's gonna be harder, but still you gotta connect things.
Yeah,
You know, when it's a grand scale story.
Yeah, I hear you.
Because, I mean, regular show, it's like, it's a Family Guy, South Park. Well, not South Park as much, but, because, I mean, sometimes South Park episodes attach together. But, like, Family Guy, Simpsons, all that stuff reboots.
Yeah.
And, honestly...
Well, regular shows actually started to, like, try to keep, like, a narrative almost.
Yeah.
That's a big reason why it's gone downhill, is that they've got, like... That was, like... That was actually, I think, the last, like... Because I don't even watch Adventure Time anymore.
Yeah.
I used to watch it. I used to watch Regular Show too, and Regular Show was like Regular Show and Adventure Time were like the last 2 shows I was watching on like Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon stuff. And then once Regular Show went downhill, Adventure Time just wasn't worth it anymore for me, I guess. And I was just like, fuck it, whatever. And I don't really.
I don't watch any new cartoons anymore. Besides South Park.
I watched
And Family Guy.
Yeah.
But Family Guy I don't try and keep up on. Neither do I try to keep up on South Park.
I used to try to keep up on Family Guy, but
Family Guy, I just wait. If there's... Honestly, half the time it's for background noise or just for watching over and over again on Netflix. That's why, like, I don't record it or anything. I bring it up on Netflix when there's a new season out.
You know, a show that I've been recording. Well, I was for a while. I've lost track of this, but Mike Tyson Mysteries.
Is it any good now?
You didn't like it?
I only saw the first episode.
Oh, the first episode.
I mean, the first episode was funny, but I just didn't get into it enough to keep watching it.
I love that show so much.
It's really that good. Because, I mean, like, the first episode, it was pretty good. It's just, it wasn't enough for me to seek it.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I don't think it's improved or I don't think it's changed. If you didn't like the first one that much, you probably aren't going to like the rest of them. But
I thought it was funny, but I may not have been paying enough attention.
It's stupid funny. Like, you have to.
Like, I mean, I was half asleep when I watched it, I think.
Yeah.
It's like,
I laugh. I find things funnier when I'm half asleep.
I find things hard to remember when I'm half asleep.
Sometimes I wonder if that's why they put Family Guy on, like really late on like Adult Swim and stuff, is because like it's not really that funny, and you're just like, oh, haha.
Maybe they're just waiting for all the feminists to go to sleep. I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying, like, they want to get past, like, they want to try and skip over anybody that'll find offense to it, and just get to the crowd that's still up and like laugh at it.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that feminists are bad or anything. I'm just saying, like, they're trying to, like...
I don't think anyone was insinuating that feminists...
From that look you gave me, I thought.
No, I just wanted to know why you thought feminists went to sleep early.
It's because they were having lesbian sex, and they get tired after one.
No. Oh, no.
Oh, wait, crap, feminists are lesbians. I got confused for a second.
Are you serious?
I honestly thought I was talking about a lesbian group.
Oh, my God.
I'm a feminist.
Okay. Okay.
As in men and women have equal rights thing.
Okay, so...
Not like a radical.
Now that we brought up feminism, we should probably put
it behind us, right? Okay, let's go on.
Yeah, well, I'm just gonna say, like, I'll support basic feminism. Like, I support equal rights. I don't support all men are dicks.
What are you pointing at?
I'm pointing at the microphone. Okay,
I want you to join us. Anyway,
don't tell them that. Then some Mountain Dew drinking scrub lord's gonna come in with like, "Hey guys, I'm on your podcast."
Hey guys, found your podcast. I like listening to it while tickling my neck beard. Oh yeah.
Should we talk about tulpas?
Next episode.
Next episode. Yeah.
But shout out to Jacob.
Oh shit.
Not gonna say a last name.
Oh, poor Jacob.
We're gonna make fun of him next episode. Anyway,
no, we love you, Jacob. Jacob's an awesome dude. Like
he's awesome. He's an awesome guy.
Jacob, you're listening. We love you, man.
He's an awesome weeaboo watching sex maniac. Dude, that one time at school, he pulled me behind a locker. He's just like, "Do you speak Japanese?" And I was like, "No." And then I started crying because he was crushing my foot. Like, he was stepping on my foot trying to get the answers out. And I was like, and he's like... And then he just dropped me.
This didn't happen, did it?
No,
Alan?
it didn't.
Okay.
Please, God, no.
Please,
God, no. No.
Yay!
Oh, my God.
Okay. The screen just, like, blacked out. It was like, oh, God.
Wow, that's actually a long cycle for it to stay awake, you know?
Yeah, it was. We probably should be wiggling the mouse every once in a while.
Well, I mean, it lasted, 40... Okay. Anyway, what were we talking? Feminism?
No, we're getting off feminism.
Okay.
That's pretty...
Before I get tired and offensive.
Yeah.
Do you get more offensive when you're tired?
Oh, yeah. I'll, like... Because I'm not thinking. I'm too tired.
No,
I'm like...
yeah, based on the gameplay.
Yeah.
Not going to go on that.
Not going that, but yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, it's like, you know... You lose your filter when you're tired.
Yeah, well, a part of it too is that like when you're doing stuff for like an audience, like you forget. Part of being like awake is you forget like you have to know like what will offend who. So you have to make like global statements.
Yeah.
To make sure that like even if I know that like say a like Just like a joke, just like a really offensive joke wouldn't offend Alan doesn't necessarily mean that it wouldn't offend someone else.
It would definitely offend somebody else because I have like the greatest sense of humor on earth. As in, like, I'll take anything even if it's an insult funny.
Oh yeah, same here. Like I'll take pretty much anything.
You cannot insult me,
please,
as easily as another person. Like you call me fat because I am a heavy man. I'll be like. More cushion for the pushing, baby.
More cushion.
And then I grab my crutch, and I'm like, it's there. Lost for words, I know. my sexuality.
I'm just sitting here.
It frightens you.
I'm just sitting here slack jawed while Alan grabs his crotch. Like,
it was more of like a rub to the side.
Oh god! Man.
I wasn't even grabbing it. My pants are big. Like I was like, ugh. And yeah. Do you ever just have your hand in your crotch at school?
No.
Like you're not even touching it. Like you just like. Do you naturally sit like I naturally like? I'll have one hand off to the side and I'll put one hand on my groin.
No, actually,
like that's just how I naturally am sometimes. Like I don't even think of it. Like it's just natural for me.
Okay. No, I don't really feel like that. I did have some lady who thought I was like
masturbating.
Yeah, I thought I was like jerking it in class once. Like it wasn't in class; it was on the way to class. Like I like lost a bet with one of our friends that I like have to wear like my book bag and like jacket in this really weird way. This was back when we were in like junior high. This like really like weird,
the dark
like
days.
Yeah, this like really weird like twisted way. And I guess like I had a hand in a pocket in like the setup, and she was just like, "What are you doing? Get your hand out of there."
You know what happened once to me in elementary school? We had uniforms in elementary school, and I went to a private school.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
It's sort of funny. I was in religion class, and we were just like talking. Like nothing was really going on. And I stood up because you had to keep your shirt tucked in, right?
Yeah.
Because it was private school. It's more strict on that.
Yeah.
But you had to have it tucked in, and my shirt was coming up, and I was tucking it back in. But like then like somebody asked me something, and I stopped with my hand in the front of my pants when I was tucking it in, and I was answering the question, and I wasn't even thinking, and I probably like waited like maybe a minute like after like he was talking back to me, and I was like, all right. And I wasn't even thinking, and I didn't pull my hand out. And the girl sitting in front of me, this is true, the girl sitting in front of me, she thought I was like touching myself. Not masturbating, but just like, because we didn't even know what masturbating was. Or at least I hope she didn't. Because it was like 5th grade.
You
But
don't
like,
know, man. Those elementary school kids, they're starting young.
They're starting young, but I mean, I
No.
started younger.
Oh, God, man.
I'm not going to get into that.
This is a topic for maybe never.
Never, definitely. But yeah, my hand was in my pants. She turned around, and I was, from what I remember, like probably half a foot away from her head.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit more. And like just my hand in my pants, and she just looks at that, looks up at me, and I'm like, my hand's still in my pants. And I take it out, and I'm like, rub it on my pants, put it in my pocket, sit down, and I'm like, and she just still looks at me. She was still looking at me until she turned around. And I'm like, I was never popular, and now I'm gonna lose it because I actually became somewhat likable, and now, but no consequences came. I'm sure people talked about it, but no consequences came that were clear.
You should have just owned it. You should have just been like...
I do now. I own
well, yeah, no,
whatever I do now, I own it. Like, I have no... Like, if you... you know how we were talking, like, you lose your filter?
Yeah.
Like, I have my filter, it's like, if it's going to come off, it's going to, like... There's something else there. Yeah. Because I barely have a filter already.
No, what I meant is that, like, you should have owned up to it to the girl and was like, yeah... Like, you should have just pretended like you actually were. It's like...
I didn't even know what it was then. Like I didn't even see like the first video until probably that year, like of a porn video, because my friend like he found it on accident on YouTube.
What?
Like a Russian thing on YouTube.
Was this before YouTube had like really strict content?
Basically,
guidelines?
yeah.
Okay.
Like he didn't have a login, so it was just random videos, on the front screen.
Yeah.
And it was like he saw like a naked chick.
Oh god.
And he thought that like, oh, that's appealing. He goes to that. We didn't even know what cum was.
Oh my god, man.
We thought like we didn't even know.
No.
Oh, come off it. Like this isn't anything to think. All right. I'm just saying, like, if we were like, and one part it had English translations for the Russians. So somebody took the time to write the translations out on a Russian video.
I wonder if like that person's gonna like. Do you remember the name of it? Like what it was called? Cause
it was like C. Like it was the random Russian letters.
Oh, okay. Because
like
I'm hoping that
CZ backwards MR.
I'm hoping the translator hears this and just like,
That was
I did that!
He probably died now. He's probably dead. Or he owns X videos.
Jeez, you have to jump right to dead.
You move up quickly in the world of internet porn. Just saying.
Okay.
It's a quick rise. You seen Boogie Nights with Mark Wahlberg and his giant schlong?
No, I have not.
It was prosthetic.
I didn't see the movie, so I don't have any context for it.
Burt Reynolds, wasn't it?
What?
He's a porn movie owner.
I don't care, man.
Like, he made them.
Whatever.
You seen Big Lebowski?
No.
You haven't?
No.
It's a good movie.
Is it? I haven't seen it.
Oh, it's great.
Am I going to regret it?
No. It's a great movie. But there's a part where it's like this chick that's apparently kidnapped. She owes money to a porn director guy. Not director, but like a person who just like produces stuff. And one of the things he produces is porn.
Okay.
Like he owes money to it, and then there's stuff about that. But I mean, like it's not gross or anything. It's Jeff Bridges, Julianne Moore, John Goodman, what's his name? Buscemi. Steve Buscemi.
Buscemi?
Buscemi.
Buscemi?
Buscemi.
Buscemi. Wait, no, it's Steve Buscemi.
It's not. That's how it's spelled.
Everyone says Steve Buscemi.
No, they don't. They say Steve Buscemi.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's how you say it.
Everyone and everyone else I know has been saying it wrong.
I'm almost 100% positive that it's Steve Buscemi. That's how I say it. That's how I was raised to say it. My daddy, he looks down at me. I'm 5 years old, and he's like, Steve Buscemi. And I'm like, Steve Buscemi. And then he high fives me.
Everyone I've ever met says Steve Buscemi.
Well, they're all idiots.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. You're the only idiot.
Speaking of Steve Buscemi,
oh my fucking god. Buscemi.
Buscemi.
I'm
whatever.
gonna hit you.
Okay, maybe we'll talk about Jeff Bridges then.
Jeff Bridges?
Yeah, he was in a really crappy movie recently, R.I.P.D.
Oh yeah, that was recent.
I actually didn't see that, but it looked god awful.
If anybody saw that, I pity them.
It flopped really bad.
Duh. The trailers flopped.
The trailers flopped.
Dude, the trailers were awful.
I know, dude, like, I saw a trailer in the theater, I'm like, oh my god, he's gonna destroy his career, and I guess he hasn't, but, I mean...
It's because he has all that cred from earlier, you know?
Isn't Ryan Reynolds
Reynolds was in it. He's doing Deadpool.
Oh, but he's doing, like, a serious movie now, though, I heard, like, Woman in Gold.
Woman in Gold?
I think that's what it's called.
I've never heard of that.
I saw a trailer for it.
It's like
a feel-good movie, I guess. Yeah, I know.
You know he does great with that stuff.
That's what was so weird. It's like, ew. Actually, another funny story. I took my grandma, who hadn't seen a movie in like 20 years in like a theater.
Yeah.
The first thing I took her to, the only thing I've taken her to since then, is she wanted to see like a new movie or whatever. I was like, okay, well, the new Green Lantern movie's out, and I hadn't heard any of like the awful backlash from it, but like everyone wanted to get out of that theater. Like everyone kept thinking it was the end, and like everyone was like, great, we can leave, and then more kept happening.
The people that went to that movie, including me, they would have rather been in that theater that got shot up during The Dark Knight Rises.
I have a story about that, actually.
Oh, Jesus.
Not about a shooting, well, sort of, but... okay.
Sort of. All right.
No, well, it's related. It's related to it, in the sense. It was The Dark Knight Rises, and everyone was still really on edge, because I saw it right after that shooting happened. Like, it was still all over the news and all that, but, basically, no one had... Like, everyone was super uptight. And there was this part where Batman just, like, throws, like, Bane against the wall.
Yeah.
And just starts going, like...
Where's the door?
Yeah, that.
Where's the door?
And so, like, I'm, like, dying laughing, and everyone else in the theater is just like... Oh, am I gonna die today? That's it.
That's the story. You laughed.
Yeah.
What a faggot. Anyway.
Interstellar was another movie I was laughing at that no one else was, because that movie was fucking stupid.
I really want to see it, though.
It's fucking dumb.
You're the only person I've heard that said it's fucking dumb.
people are stupid. Like, if you know anything about, like, space and all that
I'm not
shit,
looking for historically factually correct. I'm looking for a great time with Matthew McConaughey.
but it's, like, frustratingly, like, off, though.
Frustratingly.
It's like, yeah.
Interstellar is when you go through a dark hole, huh?
Yeah.
Black hole?
I get it. Well, yeah.
No, I don't know the actual, like...
I don't want to do...
terminology for Interstellar. I know it's, like, an actual thing. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I can tell you why it's really bad, but I don't want to spoil it.
Don't.
Cause,
not for me, at least. Oh, have at it. I don't fucking care.
No, I can't spoil it at least for the audience. Because
it's still relatively new.
It's still new, yeah. Maybe
right.
in like 10 years if we're still doing this.
I'll be lucky if I'm alive.
Oh.
I have high cholesterol. I used to get tested.
Really?
And they're like, hey, Chubbs. Hey, Chubbs, how you doing? And I'm like, fuck you, Stacy.
You call her fucking Stacy.
That's her name.
And
then LaQuanda brings me into the freaking room.
You usually say like,
no, I'm just saying the
stereotypical
black nurse.
Oh,
I'm not being racist. I'm just saying she brings me and she's like, all right, child. I'm not using any accent because I feel like that would just make it worse off. She's like, all right, child, sit down, take this needles. And then she's like, oh, all right, butter boy.
Butter boy. Oh.
This is a dramatization. But, they're like, all right, butter boy, stick this needle in your arm. I'll take your blood and we'll see how fat you are. Like, I already know how fat I am. I just want to see if I'm going to die tomorrow. And they took my blood. The last time you have to fast for 12 hours before you take blood, all right?
Okay.
Like for cholesterol reasons, so it doesn't change.
Yeah.
But I had to fast, and it was like I was up the whole entire night. Like my sister said it was because I'm afraid of needles, but that's just her. She cries still. She's 18. She cries when she gets an
She's 18 and she cries when she gets a shot.
Or my last name to because she'll kill me. But she still has breakdowns. Like, I mean, not temper tantrums, but she's still like. It's way better now.
So,
but it took her until this
cry.
point. No, it took her until now, where she's almost 19, to the point where she'll still tear up, but she won't be having a temper tantrum or anything. But I'm just saying, she was telling me that I was afraid of the needles and that's why I couldn't sleep. But literally, I was just like, I wasn't on edge or anything. I didn't have any reason to want to sleep. Like, I honestly, every once in a while, I'll have insomnia.
I mean, why the fuck would I sleep, you know?
Yeah, I'll have insomnia sometimes, like, every once in a while.
I've been there.
Yeah, exactly. Literally, I was laying in bed for a while. I watched Bernie with, not Bernie Mac, Bernie, the movie with Jack Black, and it was actually pretty good.
Oh, fuck. I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
Actually pretty good, based on a true story. But anyway, then I went to my room. I was watching Netflix all night. Towards the end, I was playing Far Cry 3 for the last several hours that I was awake. And then I was just about to fall asleep. I was like, I'm actually tired now. I'm going to go to sleep. My mom wakes me, she gets to the room, I'm laying down trying to fall asleep. She thinks that I'm sleeping and I've been sleeping all night. She's like, hey, wake up. I'm bringing your sister because she was in, this musical thing, because my she's an actor, theater person. And
actress, excuse me, fucking sexist, fucking asshole.
She was an actor. Is an actor, and she's musically gifted. Blah blah blah. She was in the summer.
Yeah, she's got some talents and shit, you know. I'm sorry.
I tell my story, but she was in a theater thing. And they were broadcasting a song to promote it on the radio. And my mom woke me up because she wanted me to record it on my flip phone. I had a flip phone then. Because I was behind for a while. And now I have a smartphone because I'm smart. But, get that look off your face, dude. But, yeah. I had to record it. So again, she'd get pissed off at me if I went to bed, which I really needed to do. I was getting a migraine. I get headaches a lot. And I was getting a headache. a really, like, I could tell if I didn't go to sleep then I was going to get a headache from sleep deprivation. So I'm like, I gotta go to bed. But she'd get pissed off at me, so I had to boot up my already old, which I still have, computer.
Yeah.
Like, I had to boot it up, get onto the website 30 minutes before it started so it wasn't lagging, so I could get to them, and then I had to record it, and I got no sleep for over 24 hours, and I was dying, honestly. I thought I was dying. I had passed out.
Oh my God.
Like, after I recorded, I literally passed out, and I could have gone as early as 9 o'clock, because that's when I started fasting, 12 hours before. I passed out. My mom didn't, like, come in to check on me until, like, 1. I hadn't eaten anything for over 24 hours. I had, like almost 24 hours. Like, oh my God. It was just awful. And
we're not too good at ending stories here, are we?
That's because you keep on making fun of me. But let me just end it really quick, alright? I got to the place. I'm literally like, I got it. There was a wait, like a 30-minute wait. I was literally I was about to yell at them like, I haven't eaten in 24 hours. I'm a fat boy. My blood sugar's low. I need nourishment. And they rush me and they're like, all right, fatty McGee. I'm like, let's get your blood checked. I'm like, I'm not even taking their crap. I'm like, take my blood and let me go get some goddamn canes. And let me go get some donuts.
Some delicious donuts from Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts. They taste good and shit.
Do we even have Dunkin' Donuts?
No.
Yeah, that's like a New York thing.
Oh, they were all over Jersey.
They're all over Jersey and New York. We have Krispy Kreme.
Yeah, Krispy Kreme.
Or Butter Crisp.
Never mind. Just go. Just go.
Another episode then. Alright. Well, this has been a while, so let's close it.
This has been the podcast system. I'm David. That was Alan, and we hope you enjoyed.